Cześć, witam Was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z cyklu Encased. Kontynuujemy swoją przygodę, grając protagonistą z Białego Skrzydła, naukowcem, medykiem. Mamy obecnie w tym obecnym odcinku przejść szkolenie bojowe.
A middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it. Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. You going to be late for your funeral as well?
Mamy coś do sprzedania z nim. Można by kupić taki jakiś paseczek, ale chyba na razie szkoda tej waluty naszej. Wróćmy do rozmowy. Wylosujmy sobie jedną z dwóch odpowiedzi górnych. Jeden.
The black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon receipt check mark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me. You are prepared, right, employee?
Tak, jesteśmy gotowi.
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course.
He raises his index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all. Go ahead.
No ciekawe, 3 odpowiedzi wylosujemy sobie jakąś. 8, czyli 2. Przeszukajmy jeszcze koszyk na śmieci. Mamy nożyczki następne. Ciekawi się mogą przydać tam kiedyś. Public terminal. No dobra. Zabawmy się. Preparing for combat. Before entering combat, make sure you're prepared. Check your and your companion's health. Move your weapons from inventory to the hand slots. Load your gun if necessary. Prepare medicine to counter health damage. Consider the sequence of your actions and the direction of your attack, or well, just make a bloody mess. Welcome to the Sherman Holographic Combat Emulation System. Please select a program. Enter Alpha to initiate the Alpha Squad hologram. Czyli 1 na 1, tak? The move sequence of your opponent's allies. Inicjatywa tutaj rządzi. Kto ma jaką kolejność, tak? Moving, using abilities and attacking if after performing all your action you still have some action. Spend them on increasing your defense class by clicking cover button. You can finish the door and save them for the next one. No to ich tu jest więcej. 58%. Action points 4. Jest jakaś mina. I na pewno tutaj nie będziemy stawać. Tutaj sobie gdzieś stanąć. Ach, w ogóle to my mamy złą broń. Sobie za murkiem przede wszystkim. Tu. I strzelamy w tego. Out of firing range. Gdzie jest nasze firing range? widzimy ich fire range, ale nie widzimy naszego. High temperature shot. To by było chyba jonizacja, energy damage, energy shot. 12, 16. Out of co? Out of firing line. Dlatego critical. I co? 2 punkty akcji nam chyba zostały, tak? Skip turn lub zwiększ klasę obronną. No dobra, chyba tak byśmy zrobili. Every battle you are surrounded by interactive objects, traps, pools of toxic flames, or a barrel of fuel that can be blown up with a well-aimed shot, and this can give you an advantage or conversely complicate your life. No właśnie. Czyli to się kontrolem wycelowuje. No dobra. Ładnie. I co? Możemy w ciebie jeszcze trafić? Tak jest. No to zwiększmy klasę pancerza. Osiem punktów akcji. To jest za 4, to jest za 4. Damage, energy damage. Dobra, spróbujmy tych innych strzałów jakichś. No już ledwo zipie. Dobra, zwykły go. 177 punktów doświadczenia, ładnie. No i co teraz? Mamy z nim pogadać, czy mamy... Dialog with weapon drawn. Make sure that you don't have a weapon drawn when you start talking to someone. Nobody likes to have a gun pocket in their face. Unequipping the weapon isn't necessary. Just left button. Click the weapon icon on the panel at the bottom of the screen, and the character will holster it on the back of the belt.
Botherby nods grandly.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed, employee.
A więc mamy zaliczony trening wojskowy. Bo tu jest tylko ten alfa, tak? Nie ma innych beta czy coś. Tak, tylko alfa. Dobra, zostawmy to. Raczej wątpię, żeby były jakieś nowe punkty doświadczenia za to samo, nie? Tu są jacyś goście. Pewnie czarny i pomarańczowy to widzimy. Silver. Nie, Blackwing. Chest.
Oh, hello there.
No dobra, zapytajmy, czego potrzebuję. No dobra, pomóżmy jej. Będziemy mieć oko na tego kolesia. No to trzeba chyba z nim pogadać. On sporo punktów życia ma.
Wow, look what the wind blew in.
Zapytajmy, co robi. Jak mu się tu podoba. Nie podoba mu się. Jaką ma poradę dla nowicjusza z jego skrzydła? z Bertą.
And I was starting to get bored.
Czy lubi swoją pracę? Na stymulantach jedzie, tak? Dobra.
Welcome back.
Dobra, nic tu nie ma więcej ciekawego.
As you can see, there are endless salt pans in the western region behind me. The sun reflects blindingly from the salt, and the air is as dry as a nun's gossip. And I fully agree with you. But what if I told you that we are here,
Quests.
lying by a swimming pool, sipping a margarita right on this place? A better place.
Your story. Main quest. Co tu mamy teraz? Master the use of the scanner. This will be explained. Okay. Sebastian van Oerden.
Sounds like a sci-fi story, but we aren't strangers to sci-fi here. The detailed plans are
Zmieńmy sobie tu broń najpierw.
there will soon be a
Namiotłe.
real resort city in the west. Bars, casinos.
No ten Sebastian to nie jest ten chyba, nie? Któremu pomogliśmy. Nie, ten to jest Marek. Z tym gadaliśmy. Z tym to nie ma co gadać.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the dome from the inside. Welcome to the dome.
A, tu jest jakiś Sebastian. A to co to jest? Jakaś walka taktyczna? Nie wiem co to jest.
Welcome under the dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient civilization.
Co to takiego jest?
Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Training grants. Ecozone. Co to jest to Ecozone? Ale najpierw sobie tutaj pogadajmy.
You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the dim lamplight. He almost appears to be hovering above the laboratory floor. The man turns at your footsteps. He's holding a paper clipboard and a pencil. His shimmering silver badge reads Sebastian Van Hulden. He glances from you to the glittering watch on his wrist.
I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you.
Finished with his unusual greeting, he offers you his thin hand.
No dobra. Pozdrówmy i czekajmy na oprawę.
The scientist puts the clipboard aside, raises his watch for a closer look, and sets the time. He shows you his watch dial.
According to the rules of this briefing, I have to touch on a large number of topics. Therefore, I will do so very briefly. Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, I'll answer your questions. Within regulations, of course.
Sebastian produces his handheld and clicks some buttons.
I checked your scanner. It's working and is connected to the Minerva database. Everything you scan will earn you Kronos or Forefathers knowledge points.
The instructor watches you with displeasure.
Are you listening? Scan everything that might be of scientific interest. First of all, anomalies. They could be dangerous. Make sure to always have medication with you.
He places a canvas pouch in your hand.
This pouch is full of bolts. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a bolt into it. It's primitive, but reliable.
Van Olden pushes a button on his stopwatch.
So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you want to ask me?
Spytamy o te punkty wiedzy.
The white scowls in annoyance.
Do you know anything at all? What did you come under the dome for anyway? You get knowledge points for scanning objects. For scanning anomalies and relics, you receive Forefather points. Scanning the company's property and employees, living or dead, earns you Kronos knowledge points.
He explains with a sagacious expression.
No, strasznie
You
niemiły
can
ten.
exchange knowledge points for medication and equipment as part of the volunteer research program. Are you ready for the next part? The clock is ticking.
The instructor taps his watch meaningfully.
You can exchange knowledge points for medications and equipment as part of the volunteer research program. Aha, ciekawe. Tylko gdzie to można wymienić? Lista medykamentów przydatnych do badania anomalii.
You'll need some one-use stimulator injectors, bandages to stop bleeding, and anti-radiation agents and radio protectors, including ARAD-3.
The white ticks these off on his fingers. He produces a black-capped, transparent plastic jar out of his pocket.
According to protocol, you should have this medicine. I'll give it to you as soon as we proceed to the practical part of the briefing. Are you ready, by the way, or do you have any questions?
How exactly you can discharge an anomaly with a bolt? No dobra, zapytajmy.
The researcher winces.
Why do I have to spell out every single thing for you? Take a bolt, throw it at the anomaly, and it goes off. Any more questions?
Co to jest Minerva?
Sebastian snorts skeptically.
Oh, great. You're even ignorant of the basics. Minerva is a mainframe located at Magellan Base, where you'll be going soon, by the way. The Minerva disk stores the database containing every piece of information about the Dome and the company's employees. It is thanks to this scanning that the database is constantly updated. Are you ready for the second part of the briefing, or do you have any more questions?
The instructor looks at his chronometer again.
No dobra, zostało ostatnie pytanie. Jak przeskanować obiekt?
Sebastian pulls a scanner from his pocket.
I will demonstrate this only once. To switch on the scanner, press the button on the right side of the manipulator housing. The scanning beam is narrow. It's intended to focus on one object at a time.
Van Olden turns on the scanner and continues.
My advice is to scan anything that might be of scientific or statistical interest. Relics, forefathers' objects, automatic doors, vehicles, vending machines, deceased employees.
O. Vending machines, vehicles, automatic doors. Ciekawe.
He turns the screen so you can see.
The scanner automatically transmits data to the Minerva system, and you receive knowledge points. Do you have any questions, or can we proceed to the practical part of our briefing?
No dobra, nie mamy więcej pytań, możemy przejść dalej.
The scientist glances at his watch again.
You're within the time limit for questions. The next step is training in the artificial ecozone.
He rests one finger on the button in preparation to start the timer.
You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the ecozone. These are the same conditions you'll be working in the field. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common under the dome.
He smoothly extracts a jar of yellow pills from his pocket.
Here's your air at 3. And one more thing. Just a moment.
No i nie wiem, mamy iść do niego? Chyba trzeba iść do niego. Czyli to jest taka anomalia jakby, tak? Której mamy unikać albo rzucić śrubkę do środka. Mamy tak 20 pocisków. Arad 3. Energy Resistance plus 45, Biochemical Resistance plus 15. To jest taki jakby buff. First plus 200 Radiation minus 250. Medkit. Fizykalna regeneracja. No dobra.
simulation to end.
Scanning. O, to więcej tu tych anomalii jest. Performance, electability, click. Knowledge points, the data updated. Okay. No pogadajmy z nim.
Van Olden gestures back at the ecozone.
You haven't completed scanning everything yet. Finish the task first.
Okej. Tu musimy zejść najpierw na dół, tak? Tu są jedne schodki, tu są drugie schodki. Ale sprawdźmy, co tu mamy jeszcze w pokoju.
There are endless salt pans in the western region behind me. The sun reflects blindingly from the sky.
Medkit. Bierzemy. Radforce. Usunięcie radiacji. Energy resistance. Percepcja +1. Deftness +3. Bierzemy wszystko. Tu nic nie ma. Tu są jakieś pudełka. A nie, to tu są. My możemy wejść do jego miejsca
Welcome under the dome, an amazing
i przeszukać sobie. Medcom 72. Zbadajmy. Basic medical service including first aid, treatment of radiation, restoration of
Welcome
vaccines.
under the dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of ancient
To chyba potem byśmy sobie wzięli. Tu są jakieś reagenty. Nic nie znaleźliśmy. Leaflet. Przeczytajmy.
Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Anomalie. Yeah, protective equipment. Ionized radiation is the most damage possible. Using standard bolts, anomalies tend to respond to the movement. Dobra. TV set to nas raczej nie interesuje. Relic storage.
Welcome under the dome.
Inactive Spherical relic. Bierzemy.
An amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient civilization.
To jest jakiś drak. Czy to się da użyć? Gdzie to się da użyć? Aha. No dobra. Zwiększyliśmy sobie udźwig. Bardzo dobrze. O 5. Military Grade Medkit. Bierzemy. Co tam jest? Bandaże. O. Zatrzymują krwawienie. Container. Relic Dust. Czy to się...
Listen to this information.
Nie, to się da tylko wziąć. Przeskanować się nie da. A tu jest jeszcze jakaś lampka. Czy to coś zmienia teraz w czytaniu? Nie bardzo. No weźmy zawartość tego. To jest trochę warte. To by można sprzedać chyba. Tak. Terminal. Read. TV-set nas nie interesuje. Pudełka. A, to są na dole. Flower pot. Przeszukajmy, a troszkę waluty. No dobra, wychodzimy. Reliki, 3 reliki i anomalie. Czy my z góry możemy rzucić tam śrubki na te anomalie? To tylko na chwilę. Działa bardzo krótko, niedobrze. przeskanować. No dobra, wchodzimy. Rzućmy. Spróbujmy przeskanować.
Journal entry. 2 objects scanned. And again, watch out for anomalies. Touch one and you'll be injured. Also, collect the anomalies, discharge it.
Ale strasznie krótko to trwa ta deaktywacja tych anomalii. Co to jest? 2 sekundy? No coś żeśmy znaleźli. Nie mamy łopaty. Trzeba iść po łopatę. Musimy kupić sobie od kogoś łopatę. Ktoś tam.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
I co teraz? Radiacja 0. Dobra. Od kogo kupimy łopatę? Od ciebie może? Ktoś tam miał chyba na początku. Ten mechanik. Barter, ty nie masz. Ty. Ty nie masz.
Come back again.
Ten to prawie na pewno nie będzie miał.
Have a good one.
Welcome under the dome, an amazing excursion. Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Ona nie ma.
I hope to see you again soon. Welcome under the dome, an amazing excursion.
Może ty masz.
Denkovsky wearily drags a sleeve across his forehead.
You're lucky. And I'm stuck here with the cleaning and repairing. When you get to Magellan, say hi to Duncan for me.
Nie. Ty też raczej nie będziesz mieć.
Knee-high smiles around his cigar.
You got some business here? No? Even better.
Nie ma. Ty.
Tkachenko grunts a greeting without removing the pipe from her mouth.
Just tell me what you want so we can dispense with all the how are yous and phony smiles your lot's so fond of. Straight to business.
Salut, Taser. Andromeda, to co mamy. No dobra, no tu nie ma takich rzeczy. Trzeba się wrócić do tego. Właśnie, o tu powinno chyba być.
Maynard puts his glasses on again.
You again?
Też nie ma.
Pretty
Nie
sure you got
jest.
your
Dobra.
uniform already.
50.
Anything else I can do for you?
Czy my mamy coś do sprzedania dla niego? Chyba nie bardzo. Dobra, po prostu kupmy i tyle. Łopatę. Digging. Digging takes time. Consider this when digging in radioactive or anomalous areas. O, dobrze. Dobrze. Tak. Relic dust. Bandaże. Dobra. Trzeba chyba wziąć jakąś ochronę, wyknąć.
Bars, casinos, spas, and therapeutic saunas. I don't know about you, but I'm sure. Please stand by for decontamination to end. This is Victoria Lorraine.
Czy to bezpieczne będzie, czy to będzie niebezpieczne? Radiation. Z czasem, czy my łapiemy radiację? Nie, chyba nie będziemy używać żadnego. Kopmy. Relic dust. Czyli już nam się 214 radiacji. No, sporo, sporo. I co, my trzymamy tę łopatę? Wyciągniętą, dobra. Pogadajmy z tym kolegą.
Sebastian meets you on the platform.
Your finishing time is within the acceptable range.
He clicks the stopwatch button, fixing the result time. The scientist turns back to his notes.
Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. Why do you think they appeared? I'd like to hear your opinion.
The scientist assumes a superior expression.
I knew you'd come up with something like that. I see you understand nothing about the nature of anomalies. So let me add a couple of points.
He glances at the shimmering blue light in the eco-zone.
The truth is, we don't know the precise reason for these phenomenon either. We actually know nothing, no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise.
Sebastian points a thin finger at the clustered lightning.
I personally believe that the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless, but there are different anomalies in the desert, phenomena that toy with the human mind.
Van Olden clasps his hands behind his back.
I know you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. Scientists today are required to be wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand and solve the secrets of the universe during their coffee break. For some reason, no one wants to understand that fundamental science is always an investment in the future. It produces no answers here and now.
The White's gaze strays back to his clipboard.
If something terrible happens under the dome one day, and I'm sure it will, science will protect no one. That is all. Off you go.
No dobra. Misja zakończona, tak?
Please stand by for decontamination to end. Casinos, spas, and
Czy całą radiację się pozbyliśmy? No, 71 jeszcze zostało. Zróbmy jeszcze raz dekontaminację.
please stand by for decontamination to end.
Dobra. Chyba więcej nic nie musimy robić. Ale skoro tu w sumie jesteśmy, to może sprawdźmy, jak to działa. Cure all addictions, restore health, remove radiation, cure radiation sickness. No dobra, nic nie potrzebujemy. No to tu jest jeszcze jakiś kolega. White Wing, to może coś się dowiemy. George Zarins.
Oh, good day.
No zobaczmy, na co możemy wymienić te Kronosa punkty na razie. Na co to możemy? Medical kit. Rad force arad. Chemical agents. A tu ile potrzeba? 10 technologii Kronusa, to na razie się wstrzymajmy może, a sprawdźmy te forfatters. 10 resuscitation kit. No to może być ciekawe. Chemical agents. Nie wiem co to jest. No weźmy to. Zestaw resuscytacyjny. To się może przydać, jako że my jesteśmy medykiem, nie? Dobra. Dobra.
Come back again.
Idziemy stąd. 3 kilo aż to waży, no ale to się przyda. Add to the belt. Ale nie mamy paska. Gdzie to wszystko dawać?
Please stand by for decontamination to end. From the inside. With me, Victoria LeGrand.
Dobra.
As you can see,
Welcome under the dome. An amazing excursion to a
Dobra,
world
myślę,
of
że sobie w tym momencie zakończymy ten odcinek. Wielkie dzięki za oglądanie i do usłyszenia w następnym. Cześć, trzymajcie się.